Hello, it's Mbongena again. We proceed from part 9. We continue to type the content. So we have chapters there. We have expected dates as well. Expected date of submission. If you want to add a row, you put it after the last week. Like in our case, it will be at the end of March. Then you press tab. Just press tab. It's going to add the rows. As you can see here, we've added 2 more rows. If you want to delete, you can highlight them and right click and delete. We have typed everything now. We need to shade the top part, but let's adjust. Always adjusted this Arial font is 12, so we only need to shade that part, that top part. In order to do so, we must go to the design tab there. Then we'll choose shading underneath there. Then we must choose the gray color. I think that one is gonna work, but it looks strong. It's too strong. You must choose a weaker than that one. That one is very, very strong. We must highlight that first row again so that we'll go back to table design and choose a weaker color there. I think that one is going to be fine. We have done that. We must now scroll up until we get to page 3. That is the task that is still highlighted, that hasn't been done. So we need to insert the table of content there. Let's push aside our note. Then there we are. Let's quickly check up there. Yeah, page 1, page 2. That this is page 3. Definitely is page 3. So we now have to go to the top there to references. We click the references, table of content there, downward arrow, so that we'll choose the type of table content we want. Can you see the list? So I think number 2 can do for us. But before that, let's insert the page numbers. So we are going to insert the page numbers. Go to insert and go to your right side. You can see header and footers. There is a page numbers. We click there. We choose the bottom part, which side of the bottom, right, center or left. We will choose the right side. Can you see there? If you want to choose, you go to the arrow. There is the list now appearing on the left. We choose that one. We want the numbers to be on the right hand side at the bottom. Let's check if they appear. Can you see there? That is page 3. There is the page 3 where we are going to insert our table of content. After page 3, page 4 is where the introduction needs to start. So we need to change the number to be in Roman figures. So we will highlight number 3 there. Can you see the page formatting? So we go straight up there. Scroll down. Can you see if you want A, B, C, we want Roman figures, we choose them. Then we say OK. So all this where they're supposed to be numbers now is going to be Roman figures. As you can see, start from the cover page going down, they are all Roman figures, but we don't want Roman figures for the whole document. We only want it for the first 3, then the others must be numbers. So we'll have to sort that. We close now. We are finished with the numbering. So let's check again if glossary is still where it's supposed to be. Can you see? Glossary is number 2. Number 1 there is Roman figure 1 for the cover page. So glossary should be Roman figure 2. Can you see there? So the table of content should be Roman figure 3. After that, we want to start with the numbers. we'll want to start with the number. So in order to separate the numbers from Roman figures, we need to break the pages. So number 3 is going to be the last for the Roman figures. Then the next one need to be the numbers. So we must break. So the cursor must be on Roman figure 3. Then we'll go to the layout break. Then we break it. So the next page now is going to be numbers. So there is our table of content. It's very much important to mark it so that we'll be able not to forget. We must also make it a header if we want it to appear on the list of the table of content. As you can see now there, we are making it a header. We are anointing it. That is the word now I'm going to use moving forward. We are anointing it so that it will appear on the table of content. So the font, the text is Arial. So we need to anoint it as we did with all other subheadings for the purpose of appearing on the table of content. We must now scroll down and make sure we will break at the right page. So we must check that is 3. Can you see there? That is Roman figure 3. So Roman figure 4 mustn't be there. It should start with the number. So the cursor should be in Roman figure 3 at the end of the text there. Then we will go to break it. So we are going to put our cursor right there. Then we go to layout, then breaks, scroll down and find next page. Next page must be a break. We've done that. So it's broken, but we need to confirm and make sure that it is broken. So in order to do so, we must go to home and then move to that icon there. I forgot its name. Then scroll down. It will tell us right where it was broken, that here this page was broken. So it's very much important just to make sure that everything is still going to the plan. Can you see there? Table contents section break. So definitely it's broken. Close that icon there that we've used to check whether it's broken, so that it will put our page on the normal state. So the next task now is to remove the Roman figures. You see there is Roman figure 2. So table of content is Roman figure 3. We know that. But after that, we don't want the next Roman figure. This is Roman figure 3, table of content. This page is blank because when we were making the page break, the information was pushed down. So at some stage, we'll need to pull it up. But the most important thing, this is the page that must start from page 1. That one, as you see, is Roman figure 4. We need to sort that. So we must keep the cursor on page 4, that one, because that is where we want the numbers to start. Then we must go to insert. As we were inserting the numbers, we go to numbers there, the format, scroll down there, format numbers. Remember the cursor is at number 4, which must start as number 1. So we are busy sorting that. So this video is starting to be long now. Watch the next part, is where we'll proceed from here. Thank you for watching. I hope you've learned something valuable. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done so. Watch the next video, then you'll see from here where to.